Are there any thoughts about how communication needed to adjust during the pandemic, or and we don't know exactly. We know it's gonna change. We don't know exactly when it's gonna end. Any thoughts about that?
I think it's so much more important for us to be patient and be much more intentional in how we communicate. So let me address each one of those. So for patients, you'll notice that when we're talking on Zoom, that we might need to pause an extra second or two to allow the person on the other end of the screen to really digest that question before they respond, right? So we're not stepping on the other person and both of us talking at the same time. So having that patience while we're engaging with one another, particularly on a virtual platform, is absolutely critical. The other side of the other piece about patience is just having that extra dose of grace. There's going to be tech issues. There are going to be times where connectivity is a challenge. There's going to be times where time differences might cause a miscommunication. So just exercising that little bit of extra grace with one another and that patience is really going to be critical going forward. Yeah. The other piece too is, I think, preparedness, right? And really making sure that we're making the most of this time together. When we're on Zoom calls for 7, 8, 9 hours, right? We want to make sure that we're making the most of that time that we have together. So each of us taking that time to prepare and be fully present, which is my third point, is really key in making the most of that opportunity. And being present, I mean truly being present. So not multitasking, not thinking about 3 meetings ago that you just had on Zoom, but really fully being engaged, being present, and really making, once again, the most of the conversation and connection.